Hello, Sky Traders. Welcome back to a new video. This is me, a trading coach, and this is your weekly recap. And I hope, first of all, that you are safe during these hard times in the market and this shit show is happening because of the Silicon Valley Bank, USDC, the peg. So I'd like to take a moment and discuss all of this stuff and how to secure yourself, how to stay safe during these times. So it's not more of a technical video rather than a fundamental video on what exactly you can do to protect your funds or to protect yourself during these markets times. So without further ado, let's get started. Previously or last week, we were also analyzing the Bitcoin dollar and we highlighted two important areas, this market structure. Let me zoom in a little bit. We highlight two important market structure, this one and this one. We're now trading within the range of this market structure. So if you have a deeper look and you checked the closing of this market structure candle, this high pressure buy candle, you're gonna see that we dipped down below this market structure, but we closed relatively near the closing of this high pressure buy candle, and then we reversed. Right now we're also trading within a critical level because this is considered also a market structure, and if we manage to close before the closing or the high of the body of this high pressure buy candle, then we can even expect another reversal. So it's hectic right now. And because of all of what's happening fundamentally, that's why I would like to give a focus on the fundamental analysis rather than the technical analysis right now. However, this is an important level. This is an important level. This is an important level. So if you are trading within these kind of levels, be very careful because the market is so manipulative at the moment. Is this level an important level for reversal? Could be, and could be another dip, could be another high. How do you know that? It's by following up with the fundamentals. All what's happening right now is more of a fundamentals. So what happened? Silicon Valley Bank, one of the biggest banks supporting fintech startups, collapsed, right, and failed. I'm not gonna take you like to more details about why did it fail and all of this. I'm just gonna link it why it's important to our crypto space or to crypto space and why this happened with the USDC and all of this stuff. So basically and obviously some startups and some companies had some reserves, cash reserves in terms of US dollars in SVB or Silicon Valley Bank. And one of these startups was Circle, the company responsible for the USDC stablecoin. One of the most promising companies, and they positioned themselves as the beautiful guys in the stablecoin industry. So they had this $3.3 billion in exposure in Silicon Valley Bank as a reserve to help them keep this one-on-one peg in terms of US dollars. So that's why when the Silicon Valley Bank collapsed or failed, all of the companies that used to have reserves or cash reserves in Silicon Valley Bank, they're affected. And definitely, if USDC is going to be affected, the whole crypto market is going to be affected because some other companies like AVE, for example, or Compound, they have exposure or they have like reserves in terms of USDC. So that's why it's like a domino effect. So the weekend was so deadly. Why? Because all of this happened during the weekend, and it was actually another or maybe worse than 2008, because this is the second bank who fails after like this 2008 Great Depression. Is it the end? No. Why? Because Monday, which is the promised date by the US to start giving back the money to people who used to have some exposure in SVB. So we can expect also another shit show to happen during the next week. Why? Because you never know what's gonna happen. Is Circle and BlackRock are gonna keep this peg 1-to-1 of the USDC and are gonna save the USDC, or we're gonna see another UST. So they're gonna burn it down to zero so they can help like the US CBDC. So a lot of scenarios right now, guys. A lot of scenarios. It's not that because you saw this high pressure buy candle, then, oh yeah, this is the end and now we're gonna go up. It could be. But there are other scenarios that could be also possible scenarios. That's why I'm mentioning that these times are fundamental times. If you keep an eye right now on the news, on the decisions, on how market makers and big whales are taking some decisions rather than the charts, if you just highlight important areas in the chart and keep an eye on all of these fundamentals, this is the best way to survive this. Otherwise, if you're just taking some high risks, or you decided, okay, I'm gonna short Bitcoin, or I'm gonna, because a lot of people, for example, short Bitcoin at this level and they saw that, okay, this is the market structure, then we're consolidating right here, I'm gonna see another dip, which can be possible. At that time, it could be possible, and it was so logical. Why? Because we saw all of this SVB failure, USDC, the peg. So it actually, at that time, it could be a possible scenario. But what happened then? The opposite. The complete opposite. That's why it's a fundamental time. So how do you keep yourself safe, or how to manage your funds? I usually have a golden rule, right? If you have high exposure in crypto, there are two different scenarios that you're keeping your money in crypto. Either you're keeping your money in form of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies like XRP, Ethereum, whatever, or you're keeping your money in the form of stable coins. And the only reason, logical reason, that you're keeping your money in the form of a stable coins is that you need to circulate this money, that you regularly liquidate or buy again or liquidate, and it's circulation, money circulation. This is the only reason I would say you're keeping your money in a form of stable coins, right? Another reason that you love crypto, you're obsessed with crypto, and instead of just investing in Bitcoin or investing in Ether and having this kind of fluctuation, so you just want to keep your money in stable coins until all of this finishes. And I would say it's not going to be a wise decision, because otherwise it's better to have your money in USD, US dollars, or pound or euro, whatever, like the currency that you want to keep your money. I mean, like fiat currencies. Why? Because these currencies are going to take so fucking much time to fail, right? Why? Because it's basically fiat currencies. But if you compare them to the stable currencies, yeah, stable currencies, a lot of people hold USDC and they suffered huge losses during the last 2 days, right? So what I would recommend right now, if you really want to circulate your money and keep your money in crypto, the best option is USDT, right? Has the highest market cap, highest liquidity, highest backed by the biggest whales. So I mean, if you're taking and if you're calculating the risk in here, this is the least possible risk to fail, right? But if you don't care about liquidating or circulating your money or your crypto, and you just want to keep your money there and look at it in the next 2, 4, 5 years, I don't care, then just keep it in Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP or those cryptocurrencies that survived or managed to survive 2 bear markets before. What are these currencies? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Dogecoin, which is really interesting because Dogecoin is a shitcoin and it survived actually 2 bear markets before. So if you really don't care about liquidating your money or circulating your money, then just keep your money there. Because if Bitcoin failed, then all of this is a scam, right? But it can go to $1,000, $10,000, $13,000. But if you never care about the next, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, then it's going to go up again. But if you do care about circulating your money, then it makes sense that you hold in stablecoins. In this case, I would recommend USDT. Why? Again, highest market cap, highest liquidity, backed by highest investors, least likely to fail. Some people ask about BUSD or Binance stablecoin. No. USDC. USDC was really promising. But is it worth taking the risk right now to hold your money in USDC with all of what's going on right now? No. It's not the most wise decision. Buy or sell Bitcoin, I would say right now you better be neutral. Because during this time, this is where manipulation happens. Some people, all right, I'm going to short it, lose money. All right, I'm going to buy, lose money. So we need to wait at least for the next couple of days to see how it's going to be with all of this situation. US increasing their interest rate again. A lot of news during this week. SP 500 index, CPI, all of these news are going to be released within the next few time. And also what's going on with the money that's going to be back to investors who invested in SVB and USDC, trying to peg it one more time to one to one. A lot of shit show is happening right now. And the best and the wise decision to take is to just stay neutral. 2 important areas we highlighted, or 3 actually important areas we highlighted. So you really need to stay neutral during these areas. One more time, stay safe. Don't be manipulated. And keep an eye on the fundamentals during the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching. This is Mina, your trading coach, and see you in next videos.